currently underway. We have on ground Maushami Singh, Rahul Srivastav, Aishwarya Paliwal, Miran Sharma, giving us a glimpse of what really protesters are expecting right this moment, even as talks are underway. Let me quickly cut across to Rahul Srivastav for more on that. Rahul, meeting is currently on with the farmers, 35 farmers unions, many of them not very hopeful after what Prime Minister Modi said on the stage at Varanasi, praising the farm laws and reiterating that the farm laws are progressive and that the misconception that the farmers have been fueled by opposition parties who are spreading lies. So this is for the benefit of farmers. It's going to be implemented. That was more of a reassurance of sorts that Prime Minister gave on the public platform in Varanasi, even before holding talks with the farmers. So the farmers today, I heard some of them speaking to the media saying, with what Prime Minister Modi said yesterday, they're not too sure if this talk today will go anywhere. But yet many of the others are quite hopeful that the government, they were supposed to have talks with the farmers on the 3rd of December, but they've now preponed it to today. They might be serious to end this deadlock soon.
Nabila, two divergent positions have gone inside these meetings. If you see over the last few days, what has transpired is basically that there are two entrenched stands which are meeting right now. One stand was by the farmers who were very clear that the bills should be junked, the MSP element should be retained, and the mandi system should be kept alive. On the other hand, the government has been very clear that there is no going back as far as the farm bills are concerned. This is a reform which is necessary. It's a need of the hour. And in that scenario, what we are told is that a presentation is being made by the Agriculture Ministry for the 35 farm unions which are inside holding a meeting with the government representatives. And in this meeting, each point by point rebuttal is being created to allay the fears of the farmers. Now, this kind of presentation was done earlier also, but it lacked the kind of authority from the government because it was led by the Secretary Agriculture in the Ministry of Agriculture in October. Now, in that meeting, the farmers had come out protesting that they were not interested in talking to officials of the government who do not have any authority, but they wanted the minister to be present. And they said that the government was not sincere about the talks because the minister was not present. Now that the government has given it a demand, there are 3 ministers from the government who are present inside this meeting. Eventually, there is a sense for the farmers that they are getting a proper redressal as far as the kind of people who should be talking to them. But yes, the farmers are pretty much compelled by the fact that emotions are running high. Farmers are there looking at a complete rollback as far as the bills are concerned. And if they go back with demands with acceptance from the government, which are anything lesser, it will create problems for them. This is what Rudra Singh Mansa of the Punjab Kisan Union told us, that in the past, in the Punjab Accord was signed between Rajiv Gandhi government and Longowal. Sant Longowal, one of the tallest leaders of the Punjab, in Punjab at that time, had to meet a very drastic end. And that is why both sides have their own compulsions right now. And that is why what is critical is how the government goes from here. It has to keep, the farmers engaged. This is what I was told by a senior minister, that the government will ensure that the engagement with the Kisan unions, 35 of them, continues. There should be no breakdown instantly as far as the talks are concerned. All the issues which will be raised by the farmers will be met by the farmers, by the government, point by point. And that is why what one feels is that today could well be the first step towards looking forward to an attempt by a resolution, towards a resolution by the government. And that is why there is likelihood of no insta-fix from this government. The government could even go in for a written appeal to the farmers that the MSP and several others demands. There will be no setback on the existing systems, but a rollback being handed out by the government today, as the farmers are demanding, seems highly implausible.
Right. So you're saying a rollback looks impossible here, but a written assurance could likely be a way out. That's possible. You're saying, Rahul. But
yeah,
here
that's one possibility.
Yeah, right. If you really look at what the government says, reassuring that MSP will be given, mandi systems will be in place, is there a possibility of the state government's role here in ensuring that farmers get their right? What the centre has said at the House of the Parliament, Can the state government play an integral role there to implement those laws, ensure that farmers get their right, their MSP, and the mandi system still thrives?
Very good question, Nabila. Largely, agriculture is a state subject, and in that, the centre virtually has very little. The MSP as a practice was largely started so that by the centre, so that the states get a benchmark price for the kind of farm produce or certain farm producers are concerned, that the farmers don't get below them. Eventually, the implementation of the MSP and other elements and farm produce is the responsibility of the state government. For example, Punjab has done a fantastic job over the last several decades by ensuring that most of the farm produce in terms of those that are covered by the MSP are procured by the state person. At times, 90 to 95% has been the procurement level of the farm produce. And that has ensured that the farmers get adequate remuneration as far as their produce is concerned. But states like Bihar, which don't have a mandi system, have not been able to provide adequate return for the farmers to their produce. So barely 25 to 30% is procured by the state government. UP has done slightly better. That's why there have been large amount of farm protests and great amount of distress among the farmers in the state. You have farmers in the state of UP, which is known largely as the sugar bowl of the country. You had years and at times 75,000 crores as dues, which the sugar mills have to provide to the farmers. And that is why the concern of the farmer is very valid, that a new system is being brought in while he doesn't feel convinced that the new system will be addressing their crisis. And that is why this meeting perhaps is one very strong attempt by the government to allay the fears of the farmers. And key here is, even though the centre may actually convince the farmers, how are the states going to carry out and execute the farm laws in future? That's the very important question.
Rahul, do stay with us. We have